How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. It's your boy British Chap, aka Dan. We're back with Attack on Titan, guys, Season 3, Episode 18. Now, we're drawing to a close on Season 3 of Attack on Titan, and things are getting absolutely insane, especially the last episode, guys. If you haven't seen that last reaction, it has some of the biggest cliffhangers and plot twists of the season so far, of Attack on Titan so far. I'm going to go through a summary in a second, but if you haven't seen that reaction and you want to see my reaction, obviously, and my thoughts and opinions on that episode, don't forget to check it out before this one. I'll leave the link somewhere up here. As ever though, guys, before we get into the summary of the last reaction, first things first, can you please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content coming every single week. Also, like I mentioned every time, guys, don't forget to follow my Instagram, British Chap with 2 P's. The link is in the description below. Previews, promos, speak to me directly. Everything to do with this episode, I will be talking about on my Instagram. And if you want to discuss things to me, like outside of like posts and stuff, it's the perfect place to be, guys. The most up to date, and it is definitely the center of my YouTube channel. Now, last time out was absolutely mental, and I do not say that lightly, guys. So many things happened. I'm gonna try unpack this as quick as possible, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was a slightly longer summary than usual. Basically, the episode continued the battle that we've been following the last few episodes. The battle of the Beast Titan, the Armored Titan, the Colossal Titan, Eren, the Scouts, and everyone, guys. Like, literally, it's the biggest battle yet, and it is happening in Eren's hometown. It continued that battle. It showed us the aftermath of the Colossal Titan changing into the Colossal Titan, as well as the aftermath of the Beast Titan wreaking havoc. Like we saw, he was throwing rock shrapnel as hard as he could into the remaining Scouts. So you've got the Colossals pretty much killed off 50% of the Scouts, the Beast Titans killed off the other 50%, and then that really obviously set up the start of the last reaction. Now, what happened in the last reaction at the start of that episode was one of my favourite scenes in Attack on Titan so far, and that was Levi versus the Beast Titan. It wasn't even really a fight, it was just Levi hammering the Beast Titan. There was no reciprocation from the Beast Titan whatsoever. That fight leads to a really interesting point, and that's pretty much Levi absolutely demolishes him. Gets him to the point where he's ripped the person out of the Beast Titan, completely immobilized him. He's got a sword in his throat, or sorry, the Odium gear in his throat, and he's ready to kill him. However, guys, the problem is Levi hesitates. Now, Levi starts thinking to himself, we could use the power of the Beast Titan. If someone consumes the Beast Titan, if he uses the fluid, and then that Titan consumes the Beast Titan, we will use that power. But during that hesitation, obviously that quadruped Titan, who we still don't know who that is, turns up and saves the Beast Titan. A whole situation that probably could have been avoided just by killing him, but it's never that simple with Attack on Titan, is it? And basically what happens in that reaction is Armin and Eren separate to go and fight the Colossal. And then the remainder of the Scouts, including Mikasa, go off to fight Reiner. Basically, to highlight the points of that confrontation, guys, Reiner ends up getting demolished by the remaining Scouts. So they manage to bring him down, they manage to open his jaw, and Mikasa finishes the job by throwing in thunder spears into his throat and then presumably killing him. We see his body fly out the back. Now, that's what happens there. So that was a pretty easy fight, really not much of a struggle, and I think the only person that came out quite injured from that was Sasha, and hopefully she's alright. Moving across to the Colossal Titan, what we end up seeing is something that I never expected to see on screen with Attack on Titan, and that is the death of one of the main characters, Armin. He sacrifices himself to allow Eren to defeat the Colossal Titan. What he does is he creates a strategy where he's going to force the Colossal to use his steaming ability to basically run down his, increase his metabolism, thin him out, so thin that muscle out to the point where he's almost just bone, and then snatch him out and kill him. And that was the plan. Armin dangles himself in front of the Colossal and practically gets burnt to death. He gets turned into an absolute shriveled, he's just ash, like he's just this block of burnt and charred. And what can you say? He sacrificed himself, and in doing so, Eren's jumped up via the distraction, obviously, cut Bertold out of the body, and then presumably killed him. We don't know if he's dead either, but what we do know for sure is that Armin is dead. I do not see how they can bring him back from that, and if they do, I'll be happy, but at the same time, I'll be shocked, because he's singed, like, he's dead. So in summary, guys, basically what happened, the Beast Titan escaped, the Armored Titan is dead, the Colossal is dead, and Armin is dead. All of those are presumptuous. We don't know if they're all, like, certain things, but presumably they're all dead, and we have a serious victory in our hands. But what this means now is that there is time to go into the cellar without distractions, which is presumably what this episode will follow, and maybe explaining some of the deaths that have happened. But yeah, guys, that's my really, really quick, actually probably not so quick, summary of the last reaction. reaction. Like I said, if you haven't seen it and you are interested in my full in-depth thoughts, go check that one out because it is way more in-depth than what I've just said, and obviously you get to see my reaction at the same time. So why not? Why wouldn't you want to? It was absolutely fantastic. But yeah, guys, it's already been long enough. I'm going to try and keep this short and sharp. So without further ado, let's get straight into the reaction. So presumably we're continuing straight on from what just happened. Yeah, see, Armin, there's no way he can come back. Look how he's singed to death.
I should have realized. Of course this would happen. Still, trust
That's the thing. He's still steaming. Does that mean he's regenerating? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Titan?
Oh! It's the Beast Titan and the quadruped. Wait, what?
Damn it! Just try and come closer.
I'm so confused. Oh, he's not dead. Okay, guys, I know I've only just started reacting, but I need to pause it to discuss something. I do not understand why the Beast Titan has returned on the quadruped, because Levi is literally in the vicinity. He knows what happened last time. He's not even in Titan form. Eren can change too. This is the stupidest thing I think I've seen them do. I actually think what they're trying to do is save Reiner and Bertold. Eren's threatening Bertold's life, which means Bertold is still alive. So I'm actually glad about this because it means they can be swayed. So hopefully that's the same for Reiner.
I found you. Eren Yeager, right?
Who is that?
Nothing else.
How does he know Eren?
Take him with
Oh!
me. You don't look a thing like your father.
Wait, he knows...
The both of us are just victims of your father. I'm
Oh!
sorry, but he's brainwashed you. Eren, someday I'll come back and save you from this.
What? What? I thought he wanted the coordinate. What's going on? Armin's still alive! Oh! Use the fluid! Holy shoot, guys. Here's me thinking Armin's dead. How the frick is he still alive? They need to use the fluid now. I know he'll be turned into a Titan, but it's either that or die. This means we're not going to get Armin dead. Thank freaking God. Oh, here's me thinking that he's actually dead and stuff. That they would actually body him. Bloody hell. Also, guys, that whole confrontation with the Beast Titan was so bizarre. I thought he wanted the coordinate. Why would he let Eren go? And why would he say, Eren, I'm coming to save you after this? He's just murdered everyone. I'm so confused. And even on top of that, what does he mean we're both victims of your father? Is that his brother? Holy shoot.
What's this metal case we found in your left breast pocket? Before we
and
killed
Ryan
you
is still
chopped
alive.
off your limbs.
Whatever you do with me, just make sure she gets to read it.
There's no way they're gonna kill him.
Hanji, wait! We need him alive, so we can steal his power!
Yes! No. I'm hoping that he can be swayed. This is good. This is good. I have to say, guys, I'm ever so slightly annoyed because as much Armin needs this 100%. So he's gonna need to consume this, and then he's gonna need to consume another Titan. But it's gonna have to be Reiner or Bertold. So who are we willing to sacrifice? I know that they technically want to kill them, but I don't think they should. I don't think they will or should. And to be honest, in my opinion, the most swayable person is going to be Reiner, which means we should probably get rid of Bertold. This is going to confuse the heck out of me, and it's actually going to hurt a bit, because as much as I don't like how evil they're being, I don't want either of them to really die. It would be so much better if it was the Beast Titan that was consumed, neither of them.
Keep going! Don't give up! You can make it!
Fluid. Where's the fluid?
Hurry up and inject him!
I knew there was going to be conflict. Oh! Okay, so they're going to take Reiner now, no doubt in my mind. They will save Reiner. I knew he wasn't going to die. I knew it in my gut that wasn't the end of them. What's this whole situation? Is he going to give him the fluid or not?
Captain.
Oh my God, they're going to have to choose between... No!
The commander. He's hurt.
God's sakes. God, they're going to have to choose. Of course there's just one vial. And who's Levi going to want to pick? We know who he's going to want to pick. Irvin. For goodness sakes, guys, this is really bad. For goodness sakes. They need to get into the... What if they get into the cellar and there's more fluid? Come on. We need to start thinking logically. Get into the cellar. Figure out the secret behind the Titans. Maybe there's more fluid. I don't know. But I do not want to see a death right now. Oh, and he's going to have the responsibility of deciding. As much as I want Irvin to survive, I would much rather Armin. I know that sounds harsh, but...
You know what has to happen. Ervin gets the shot.
Oh! There's going to be a fight here. Oh my god.
I'm going to revive the person who can save humanity.
Mikasa! Oh! Are we going to get Mikasa versus Levi? I know I've paused it like a million gazillion times, guys, but really quickly. Is this about to be a battle between Eren, Mikasa, and Levi for the fluid? Because, well, Levi's just said he's going to use the fluid on Irvin. Oh, God, guys. This is going to be messy. Oh! Fight! Oh! How are they supposed to sacrifice their friend?
No. Use his plan to take back Trost with that boulder.
Armin is the next Irvin. That's the thing.
Reina's hiding spot. We only got this far because of Armin.
I honestly believe that Armin is the next Irvin.
Neither can the commander. Do you think you're the only ones who've suffered through all this? Not that you asked.
This is really bad. Everyone's turning on each other.
Wall. So get out of his way right now! Don't do it!
Oh, is it Hanji as well? Isn't she in command, technically, when Irvin's not able to talk? Oh, for goodness sake.
I understand how you feel, but most of us are dead!
Guys, just look at the pain in Mikasa's eyes. How do you expect them to just let their friend die? Like, both Irvin and Armin are, like, significantly important to the survival of humanity. But in the same breath as that, like, Armin is the next Irvin. Like, I think that's what this is. The only way out of this I can think is if Irvin is conscious enough to tell them not to revive him. I don't know, guys. For me, I think it's just because I've formed a bigger attachment to Armin, but I don't know. I'm absolutely at a crossroads. I couldn't tell you how I feel about this situation, and either way it's gonna suck heaps to see one of them die.
Listen, Mikasa. There's people I want to bring back too. Hundreds at this point.
How are they going to stay friends after this? They better not kill Armin. Come on. I've just gotten so happy to the fact that he could still be alive.
He just doesn't like me. He cares about more than fighting.
How's he going to pick? That's the
Everyone
issue.
Get out of here right now.
Goodness sakes, I really, really thought that Armin was going to be saved.
I just wanted to reach that cellar.
Because that's all Irvin wants, the cellar. Armin's views are so onwards. I think he's going to change his mind. Because Armin's got a futuristic view. Oh!
Excuse me. Lead those crying children straight to hell. We humans, we're all the same.
This is gonna absolutely suck for Irvin, and I'm gonna feel it hard. Don't get me wrong. Armin needs to be brought back, and he's gonna change his mind. You watch. Oh, he's regenerating. It's taking. That's Armin. 100%. That's Armin, right? Surely that's Armin.
Guys, please help me!
Oh, that sucks for Bertold, and you can feel it even for him. That actually hurts as well, guys.
He became a devil because he had to.
Okay, guys, as much as for me inside that's a win because Armin has been saved, I can't help but feel that even Bertold dying, like his screams back to the others saying, help me, that's hard to hear, man. That is hard to hear. You just wish everyone could be somewhat swayed to a similar opinion and then have all helped each other. You just wish that they could have been good again. But now Bertold is dead. And how's Reiner gonna deal with that? That's my question. How the heck is Reiner gonna deal with that? But yeah, I'm pretty cut open, guys. Especially because you've got, Irvin death. You've got Bertold death. God's sakes. It's definitely a heavy toll style episode.
It's time we let him rest.
As much as I feel like his journey should have been finished, if you know what I mean, it is a good, nicer ending. Let's just say that. He's no longer in hell.
He's already dead.
Damn it. And will we get to see such an emotional reunion? Come on! I am so happy, guys. And you know what this means? Eren and Armin Titan team up. Come on. Insane. Okay guys, that's the end of the reaction. I guess there are only like a few things to talk about after that. Like what's such an insane episode, and there aren't a lot of things to talk about, but there are some big things to talk about. First things first probably is the fact that the Beast Titan has gone to save Reiner. It was really random. Like I didn't expect him to go back into the danger zone without being able to transform. And he's on that quadruped. We need to figure out who that quadruped is. He comes in and he saves Reiner before he can be killed, which means Reiner's not dead. And I kind of did think that he wasn't going to die. I did think that he was going to be in the season for longer, and I kind of do think that he will be swayed at some point. But that could just be me. I don't know. He may die at a later point. But yeah, that is the first thing to talk about. I guess that they have now gotten away and they will be building back again to re-establish trying to get Eren. But that's the weird thing. Like, they could have just had him just there. It didn't really... couldn't quite understand that scene. But they obviously the mission stays the same for them, to get the coordinate and then destroy all humanity. In terms of Bertolt, guys, he's obviously, well, he was still alive in the most of that reaction, and he ends up being consumed, and he gets consumed by Armin. At the end of the day, Levi did decide to use the Titan fluid on Armin to bring him back to life and to save him. Now, there was a huge bit in between that, which was Levi figuring out who to pick, because you've got Irvin on the brink of death, you've got Armin on the brink of death, you've got huge conflict going on between Mikasa, Eren, and the other people that are there. They're all trying to argue with each other and fight each other on who to save. Now, the biggest thing for me to talk about is that it wasn't easy seeing either of them die, and I actually was sad seeing Bertolt die. And I know that sounds weird, being as he was terrorizing everyone, but Bertolt dying was a huge hit for me. And it definitely didn't feel good to see him die, being as I was hoping that at some point they could maybe sway him. I don't know. Now, it was really sad to see him die because he was screaming for help from the scouts, and either way, if they did save him or whatever, I still don't think he would have, you know, I don't think he would have changed his mindset. He would have just ended up healing and then doing exactly what he's been doing. So I think his death is timely, and I did think he came full circle. He doesn't really have much of an arc anymore. I would not have been able to accept it if Armin died. But obviously he stayed alive, and it is Irvin that dies, and that probably is the biggest emotional hit. But yeah, those are really the main things to talk about. It's such an emotional episode. It probably is one of the most emotional episodes. We had this whole dilemma of who to pick, and then obviously the risk of... we had to think about what it would be like to live without either of those people. I would have been even more gutted if Reiner died as well, because I still think he's got a story arc that's going to twist around, and I will hold my point on that. I think he will come back. I don't know, guys. At the end of the day, it was a gutting episode, but it does set up for the next few, which is going to be exploring the basement. Now, I did kind of think that maybe we could have saved both, maybe we could have found more fluid in the basement, but now it's too late because we've just discovered that Irvin is dead. So either way, it doesn't really matter anymore, and what we discover in there could change everything. We don't know. There is one more thing I want to talk about, and that is the sort of interaction between Eren and the Beast Titan. He was sort of saying, we're both products of your father, and I will be back to save you at the end of this. So he's not trying to kill Eren, and he had some connection to Eren's father, which means I thought he may be his brother, but I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see, guys. That whole situation was so bizarre, and it was, as usual, with the evil Titans, they have it's like conflicting things. Like, you're not sure what to feel, because one minute they seem good, one minute they seem bad, and it's all over the place. So hopefully we do get some explanation into that soon. But yeah, what a fantastic episode. I'm going to try and keep this short and sharp, being as the intro was really long, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content coming every single week. Also, like I mentioned, guys, don't forget to follow my Instagram account, British Chat with 2 P's. The link is in the description below. Let's start some discussion, guys, in the comments. Did you think the decision to save Armin was the best decision? Were you so conflicted, or were you sort of set that it should be Armin? How did you feel about Bertolt dying? Were you like emotionally drawn by it as well? Did it sort of hurt you a bit? And how did this episode affect you in general? Like, what are your thoughts going in, and how did you feel about some of the decisions made? Let me know in the comments, guys. I'm really interested to see if you felt the same way that I did. Anyway, guys, you know how it goes. This has been your boy, British Chat. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.